Tim Albright with AVNation at ISE. Jason Moss, David Danto. Jason works for QSYS, and Mr. Danto works for Talking Points. How are you?
Doing great.
I'm doing fine.
Good. Yeah.
End of the almost first day. We open
Almost
tomorrow.
first day,
I
yes,
know,
sir.
open tomorrow. You can see how the magic's happening all
Indeed.
behind us here.
So give us the 30-second, what is QSC, what is QSYS?
All right, QSE is an audio-video company that has been around over 55 years. And QSYS is our technology solution that focuses on audio, video, and control. So here at ISE, we're mainly talking about our QSYS platform solution. And we do have some of our QSE in our audio demo rooms here today.
All right, so talk about that platform and how that's evolved, quite frankly, over the last 5 years. Like, what exactly are you guys talking about when you talk about control, when you talk about the processing?
Yeah, so over the last 5 years, QSYS has actually been around. I think we first shipped our product about in 2009.
Okay.
And it was always built to be an integrated platform, to be able to have audio, video, and control into one system. And so what's happened over the last 5 years is we've been continuing to add more and more capabilities to that through software and mostly in getting interfaces into the cloud. Okay. So the idea is that you want to have a singular platform that you can install in whatever space, whether it's corporate spaces, venues, events, hospitality, and have a much easier way to deploy a singular solution and be able to control all these systems and have them interact together. And that was essentially the basis of it. And then what we've done over the last 5 years is, as the technology has moved forward, get it more and more connected into the cloud, start to collect more and more data, start to add artificial intelligence capabilities into the system.
Okay.
So tell us, as much as you can, from memory,
Yes.
the official legal story about your new owners.
The official legal story. Well, the official legal story is we were purchased by Acuity Brands.
Acuity Brands.
Which is a
well known
fantastic...
for BMS, right? And building monitoring management.
Yeah, so originally Acuity Brands, what they're really well known for is they're one of the largest commercial lighting companies in North America.
Yep.
And they have two divisions. They have the Acuity Brands Lighting Division and the Acuity Intelligent Spaces. QSE is now part of Acuity Intelligent Spaces. Inside of Acuity Intelligent Spaces, there are a couple other brands that, as you mentioned, BMS, Building Management Systems, are in there. They have an Atria system, which is looking at all the data from the built space that is in there. And then QSE is a nice addition to that overall solution that is there. And so the Intelligent Spaces group focuses on making spaces smarter, greener, safer. And so that's where their focus has been. And then adding QSE into the mix, we start to look at not only how the building operates, which is traditionally what Acuity Intelligent Spaces have done, but now with QSE and QSYS solution, you can start to figure out what people are actually doing in the spaces, how people are interacting with those spaces. And with our platform that we just discussed, all that data and intelligence can feed together with all the data and intelligence that the Acuity Intelligent Spaces group has through their products.
Actually, it's interesting you mentioned the data. I was a part of an AI consortium this weekend, and somebody said data is the new oil, and if that's true, you know, where is the refinery? Where is the refinery when it comes to the AV data?
So yeah, data is the new oil. You want to be able to collect all that. That's why this, kind of acquisition with QSE going into Acuity is so exciting, because we feel that we are going to have the most expansive view of data across the built space with the combinations of these two. Doesn't mean that we still can't get data from other sources and bring it in, but you asked about where the refinery is. Yeah. Well, the refinery is you're taking everything from the built space and then you need to put it out into a cloud-based system. Okay. And so we have a cloud-based system on the QSE side, Reflect. The Intelligent Spaces group has their Atria solutions over there. And so we're very much in the early days of this, but the idea is that over the course of time, we'll be able to collect all that data into a singular spot. And then, once you have all that data, then we're serving different constituents, right? Acuity Intelligent Spaces is serving, the built space, how the building operates. We're trying to work on how the experience of the people inside are getting better. And so we'll have access to all that data, and you said, where's it going to be refined? Yeah. It kind of depends. It depends on what solution we're providing to that customer, what they're trying to do with it. But because we have access to all that data, we'll be in a really great position to service whatever those people need. So it'll happen within our solutions. But yeah, it'll be flexible based on what the needs are of that particular customer.
Okay.
Now, not holding you to anything right now, but from a speculation standpoint, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit in what you just said. There's possibly the resurgence of smart buildings. This idea of we're not going to turn the heat or the lighting on until people are in the room or until it's scheduled. There's a lot of cost savings there.
Yes.
There's a lot of cost savings to know when the windows can be open so the lights don't need to be on. There's a lot of cost savings to know how many people are actually in a meeting. You know, what are you working on in the room?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff there that when these systems start talking to each other, you can look at it as a whole and see it's kind of an emerging technology right now.
Yeah, that's what's really exciting about it is as we talk to different customers and people are engaging with us, they're seeing the potential of these two different worlds that are now coming back together. People have always experimented with it. In fact, our relationship with Acuity started with doing an integration through our ecosystem program into their BMS system. And we did this because we are already seeing demand where, well, I want this system to know what this system's doing, and I want things to go back and forth. You know, there's ability to, as you talked about, saving energy, move shades up and down, right? You know, we come at it from a perspective on the AV world of, oh, we want to lower the shades because there's a glare on the TV, right? They want to lower the shades because they want to reduce energy consumption. You can have dual purposes, but it's better if you can have a singular platform that puts it together and you're not having these platforms compete because you have two different purposes for them. So I think that's where everybody wants to go, and they would rather have just one thing instead of multiple things to try and manage, because that's difficult across an organization. It'll take some while to get there, but that's the promise of the future of bringing these two solutions together.
All right, Jason, somebody wants to find out more about QSYS, how do they do that?
Well, if you're watching this and you're here at ISE, please come to our stand, experience the tour. We got a lot of fun stuff, nice little escape room in the back. But if you're missing it, come to qsys.com/ISE, and we're doing a virtual tour there, and you can experience all the things that we're doing.
All right.
And if people aren't here at the show, what's the next place that they can see these things exhibited?
Well, the next place that we're going to be physically showing this is going to be at Infocom, so in Orlando this year. If you want to make it down to Florida in the summer, it's my favorite time to be in Orlando. Come and see us there.
Jason, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
How do people connect with Talking Points?
Talking Points with a Z.com, all the information's there, and once a week we're on the AVNation show on Monday.
Which is avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.